everybody. Good morning and welcome to Colorful Threads. I am Juliet, and today I am celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. And I thought I would celebrate today with a video. So, how many of you have a keypad that looks like this? Pretty broken. So, had a little situation after the Girl Scouts where ran into my keypad and broke it. So I thought this would be a great video to show because there's probably lots of you out there that have one of these that are broken. So what I'm going to do is show you how to completely replace this guy. No power needed on the machine, all done with the power off. And I'm going to put a link to the part below. The piece we're actually going to be replacing looks like this. It's actually the back half of our keypad. All of the electronics for the keypad is mounted to the front piece, so that's great because all you need is this one part. I'm going to put a link to this part down below so that if you need to order one, you can. I think there's two different colors. I'll try to have all the options I can get a hold of down below. So this procedure will work for any version of the MELCO Maya XT, XTS, the E16, the E16 Plus, the E16X, the Bernina E16, the Bravo machine, all models of the Bravo machine, this part is going to work for, and this procedure. So let's get started. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to your toolbox, and you're going to look for two tools. What you're going to need is a small, let me see, small Phillips head screwdriver. Tiny, because the screws we're going to be working with are small, so it's a little tiny Phillips screwdriver. See how big my finger is? All right. And then I use a driver. You could use a socket wrench. Either one of those are going to work, but what you're going to need is a 10 millimeter socket. So either with a wrench is fine or with a driver is fine. These are the two tools you're going to need. So get those, get your part, and then let's get started. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is get this whole assembly off of the machine. And that's the 10 millimeter driver, and that's this big screw here. And I'm just going to go in and loosen this guy and get it out. See, now it's all flowy. So while it's flowy, I'm going to take and loosen this Ethernet cable off of the back. Did you see that good? Okay, great. Ethernet cable loose. Get this part off of here. Let's see if I can catch that nut. So the nut is in here. I'm going to lay that down. I have a little spot over here. I'm laying down stuff. Okay, now the next thing is there's going to be 2 or 3 pieces of stuff that comes out of here when you pull this off. Get those in your hand. Try not to throw it on the floor like I did. All right, thank you. All right, so mine has 3 pieces. Sometimes they only have 2 where they only have 1 washer, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to save these pieces and set them down. They're going to become very important when we put it back on. There's a very specific way they go back together so that you can get it tight. All right, now then, we have our keypad loose and in our hands. So now we're going to go to the back side of the keypad and locate your screws. One here, over here, and one here, right? So you got 3 different screws here. These are the screws that hold this piece to the front piece. These are the screws that you're going to need your little Allen wrench with. All right, so I'm just going to go into these 3 screws and loosen and remove these. And again, hang on to them. Don't lose them. I do them one at a time so I can dump it out into my hand. There we go. Second screw. Third screw. Okay. So now these pieces should come right off. So this is our broken piece. You can see it all nice and broke right there. We're just gonna have fun with that. Finish that off. This thing is now trash. Where's my trash? Over there. Gone. All right. Now then, some keypads have this coating on the back, some don't. Don't worry about any of that. While you have this open, down here at your e-stop button, check your little screw here that holds it tight. Because if this guy is loose and wiggly, while you have this open, tighten this guy down. You're just going to turn this piece right here. Once that's nice and tight, we're going to move on to putting these pieces back together. Get your back cover, your new one, put it on. Just kind of look at it, get it all lined up. So make sure I can see my holes in there where my screws go. All right, I got it good. Take my first screw and put it in. That same Phillips. Brain is moving faster than my mouth sometimes. Next screw. And you know, so if these screws are very different. They're flat on the end. So when you put it in, what you want to do is get your screwdriver lined up, and then you're going to go backwards until you feel its seat, and then go forwards. That way you don't strip out the plastic form of your front piece. And you're not trying to tighten these super tight, you just want them to not vibrate loose. Same thing with my third one. I'm going to go backwards until it seats, and then forwards, righty-tighty. Okay, all three are tight. All right, keypad is reassembled and back together. All right, now you're going to put this back on. You might have a washer here that looks like a D. Don't lose that. If you do lose it, it's okay. You can put it back on. So there's a D ring that goes on the back. Some have it, some don't. Okay. Keypad goes on. Now, inside here, because this part that it mounts to has a flat edge, there is another D-ring that came out earlier. This is one of the three pieces. So you're going to line up that flat part of that D-ring to the flat part here inside. The way I do it is I put the ring in, sort of get it in there, and then I take the wrench, the 10mm driver, and I just kind of put it in, give it a little twist, and turn until that part lines up. Once it gets lined up, you're going to pick up your next pieces. So these washers, you have to pay close attention to. They are cup shaped. They're curved so that they give pressure to the outside edge. So you're going to find the curve. All right, mine are ready. So mine are curved like this. And that curve you want to go in like this so that it puts pressure all the way around the outside edges. If you put them in reverse, it's not going to tighten down and this is continue to flop, okay? So if this flops when you're done, you've got these guys in backwards. So just take these out and switch them around. Curve, okay, got my curve. And then I just kind of push them all the way in. Then you're going to take your nut that holds everything in place, get it in there, get it started a couple of turns, and then I can take my driver and tighten it down. Get it nice and tight, checking the floppy as it go, letting it get tight. Here we go, it's starting to get tight. Get it where I want it, because everybody likes theirs in a different position. Get it tight. There we go. All right, now I'm going to loosen it just a touch so that I can tilt it forward to hook up my Ethernet cable. It only has one way that it goes in, you know, with the flat side on the top, the little clip on the back. Plug that back in, get it back into the position I want. Get this tightened down. There we go. And we're back up and running. It is that simple and it is that easy. So if you have a broken keypad, get yours fixed. You can do it. How far have we been going? How long have we been going for? About 10 minutes. So see, within 10 minutes, you can get this part fixed and back up and going. So if today was helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do hit that subscribe button. And thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.